Hello and welcome to this episode of Citizen Meta 1. Today we're going to continue our look at the evolution of the new sitting system. So to begin, this is our sit and turn system. At least that's what I'm calling it. When I spin my body, the upper body is going to spin and the lower body now is going to try to balance it out. And this allows for a lot of cool different poses like this, or leaning back this way. And if you're into gun jitsu like me, bit of a Keanu Reeves fan here, we have poses that are possible like this, kind of the tucked elbow firing. Then we can open up, tuck it back in. I just like making gun poses, and the gun system shows off the physics of the hands pretty well. On top of that, of course, like before, we can put our hands on our legs, and the collision system will attempt to keep them on there. And that's going to allow, again, for some kind of dynamic poses using physics. So this is our updated turn and sit system. Let's check out another one. No transition yet, so that's a pretty rough one, but this is our sitting forward position here, and it's a very square sitting position. Our feet are perfectly placed and our legs perfectly bent, and it looks kind of awkward, but we do have a bit of an idle animation every once in a while if you watch the legs closely, and we're hoping that that's enough to really just give a little bit of life to the lower body without having to do too much extra thinking or performance at all. What is very cool is that from our sit forward position, we can go into our sit forward and spread position. This is the man spreading transition, so get ready for it. We can go like this. And our legs are going to play a spreading animation, and then they're going to go right into their idle animation as well, which is a little bit more pronounced than the forward one. And we can make lots of variations of these that are a little bit more subtle, or maybe even more pronounced. Who knows? But that was our first leg transition that I thought was pretty cool. It's all being triggered from the joystick here, so you can decide when you want to do it and still have pretty much full control of the upper body, and you don't have to worry about clipping your hands through your legs. During these animations, the physics system is going to take care of that. Now, something we want to get into next is being able to stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. And so this is the very rough beginnings of that system. It does currently break the way that our tracking works, so it's going to look a little funny for now, but works as a proof of concept. I'm going to put my hands down, and we are going to basically do a terrible standing up blend. It's not even animation, it's just a blend, but you can kind of see what this might look like. And then we can sit back down. Now this will all be much better when we do a proper standing up animation, so the feet aren't clipping through the ground, and we have to then also dynamically retarget the way the tracking works, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, when this is all done, you'll be able to stand up, sit down, look around with some different modes. We'll have a transition to our sitting forward mode with our leg animations. We can then dynamically spread our legs, maybe even cross legs would probably be a good one next. Have some, auto idle animations going on, and then when we need to, stand back up and it not look so absolutely ridiculous like it does right now. So that wraps it up for this video. Getting pretty happy with this. I'll have to pick a new prop pretty soon. I've been using the gun quite a bit, but there's lots of props. We started with a cell phone, and there's just a lot of things that we need to be able to interact with. But as the system exists now, we can stand pretty soon, sit with a couple different animations, and we can interact with the body like this to prevent collisions from happening. And we'll even be able to interact with other objects and knock things down or shake hands with someone. I mean, that's going to be kind of a hard one, but it's not going to be too bad. Should be able to shake hands with people and do all sorts of live interactions again, very simply. This all plays very nicely. You don't have to overthink about anything, and it's just supposed to be kind of like a free performance system that does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. At least that's the plan. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.